They're pretty cool organizations. We see that.
Ready? All right. Call to order the Keokuk City Council meeting for May 1st, 2025, 5:30 at 501 Main Street. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Crenshaw,
Here.
Walker, Mullen, Cackley,
Here.
Dade, Andrews, Tillman,
Here.
Bryant,
Here.
Greenwald,
Here.
6 present, 3 absent.
All right, for mayor's correspondence, Great River Players has 2 remaining showings of their current play, Double Wide Texas. It's at the Cantamini Building. It will be Friday evening at 7:30 and Saturday at 2 o'clock. Also with Great River Players, auditions for the Summer Youth Theater Program. This is the high school age children. They'll be performing Curtains, and auditions will be the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So starting this weekend at 6. On Sunday, May 4th, will be the 2nd annual Star Wars lightsaber battle on the bridge at 6:30 for the kids. Bring costumes and toys and have fun in the dark. Adults will be on later on, and it's taking place on the observation deck. And then a lot of fun things going on this weekend. It's prom for Keokuk High School, and there will be various Cinco de Mayo and Kentucky Derby gatherings all around town. So just remember to have fun local, but also stay safe while you're doing it. So shop, drink, and eat local. Do we have any citizens' requests today? Hey, come up to the podium, state your name, address, and please limit it to 5 minutes.
Short people problems. My name is Amanda Rogers. I'm with the Best Do Coalition, and I'm just here to give a quick update on some of the things we've been working on. I try to do this quarterly. I gave everybody a packet. In the packet, I just want to highlight just a few exciting things that we have coming up this month rather quickly. Next week, we're doing a teen fun fair in collaboration with several other community partners. It will have booths and activities and lots of really great fun things kind of centered around substance use prevention and mental health because of National Prevention Week and Mental Health Awareness Month. So we've got Ice Bucket Challenge. We're partnering with KPD, and we're partnering with lots of different places, the Lighthouse Project, which is KCSD, all sorts of great places. So if you have a youth that is in 6th through 12th grade, we would love to have you come by. It's at the Y. Again, that's Wednesday at 1:30 to 4 p.m. On the next page, we have something called a compassion fatigue presentation. This is really centered around anyone who considers themselves a caregiver. We'd like to officially invite city council members especially to come to this because you care for our city, and that's a lot. So this is going to be presented by Patty Treble Leeds. She is a master of social work. She has tons of experience, and she's won several awards for this particular presentation. It'll be Zoom only this time, and it's free. So we ask, that you guys come and learn and enjoy and listen, and it should be a really nice learning experience. And it's also built for individuals, but also entire teams for workplaces as well. The registration is on the flyer. It's also posted on our Facebook page. Once again, we have alcohol and tobacco training sessions coming up. We have them here in Keokuk, and then we also have them out at the Lee County Sheriff's Office. Those will be on May 14th, 15th, and the 20th. Again, those are free. They're for anyone who work in the industry of selling, serving tobacco, nicotine, alcohol products. And finally, I'd like to draw attention to the Keokuk Parent Cafes. This will be our third one, I believe. Very successful. We've had lots of families coming. They're learning a lot. It's peer mentoring. We provide dinner and childcare. We get to collaborate with several different places around town, which is wonderful. CCS is providing a location for us at no charge. The health department, through the HOPES program, provides daycare. Empowering Families helps with the food and supplies, things like that. And then myself and several other coalition leaders run them every month. So it's always on the fourth Thursday of every month. Again, it's free. It's a wonderful way to connect with other parents. Sometimes that can be hard to do when you're so focused at home. So everyone is invited. Anybody is invited, and children of all ages are also welcome to attend. I think that's all we have coming up right now. So thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Amanda. Anyone else for citizens' request? Not, we'll move on to item number 6, the consent agenda. It's the minutes of the regular city council meeting of April 17th, 2025. A resolution approving a liquor license for Walgreens number 05886 at 1215 Main Street, Class E retail alcohol license, effective May 22nd, 2025. A resolution approving a liquor license for Sneezy Beaver, 820 Main Street, Class C retail alcohol license, effective May 22nd, 2025. Sidewalk display permits, 2025 to 2026 for Simply Home. Special event permit for Keokuk Cultural and Entertainment District, Main Street, Keokuk, for the 17th Annual Back Alley Band Fest, Friday, May 23rd, 2025, 4:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. And a motion to pay bills and transfers listed in registers number 5469 through 5470. Do I have a motion to approve the agenda, including the consent agenda?
So move.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 7. Now is the time and place for a public hearing on authorization of a loan agreement and the issuance of not to exceed $1 million general obligation capital loan notes of the City of Keokuk, State of Iowa, for essential corporate purposes. A public hearing notice was published in the Daily Gate City on April 25th, 2025. I am opening the public hearing at 5:37 p.m. Hello?
Ginger Nisley, 3405 Middle Road. I just was trying to wrap my head around if this $1 million was included in the budget that was just submitted, or if this is in addition to what was just submitted.
Sure, that's a question that's been asked several times because the way it looks is very confusing. So
Right.
it is included in the not to exceed 5.5 million. The reason we came back is because the initial proposal was not to exceed 7 million. So
Right.
when we cut that back to 5.5, we had to specify what items were going to be included in there that had not already been mentioned. So in order to do that, we have to have another hearing. We set, the bond issuer set a dollar amount at $1 million, and that is to cover the items that were not initially listed. And those are on, I think, page 3. If you look through the contract for all that, it'll list them out separately. But no, you're not the only person. It is confusing.
Okay.
It is just not to exceed 5.5.
So the levy for that is just currently being through the process is still going to be what was published in this morning's paper.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Any other comments? Any discussion? Clerk, have there been any written comments or objections received? There being no further comments or objections on the matter, I will close the public hearing at 5:39 PM. 7B, consider resolution instituting proceedings to take additional action for the issuance of not to exceed $1 million general obligation capital loan notes. I need a motion to approve.
So moved. Second.
Discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. 7C, consider resolution approving distribution of preliminary official statement for $5.5 million amount subject to change, general obligation capital loan note, Series 2025. I need a motion to approve.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. 7D, consider a resolution establishing parameters for the sale of approximately $5.5 million, the final dollar amount subject to change, general obligation capital loan notes, Series 2025, and delegation of authority to execute note purchase agreement. I need a motion to approve.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion?
I just don't want to see it go larger than the 5.5.
Yeah, I don't think we can because it's not to exceed.
But it says in the print right after, subject to change. Okay. Then I'd vote for going lower.
Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 8, a motion to approve the initial reading of an ordinance amending section 9.28.040 dealing with parking regulations for the northerly side of South 18th Street from Main Street to Carroll Street. A motion to approve.
Second.
In discussion.
Oh, sorry about that.
The Public Works Department is requesting that no parking be allowed on the northerly side of South 18th Street from Main Street to Carroll Street. This was determined to be necessary when council decided to narrow South 18th Street for cost savings. Staff recommends approval. Any other discussion? I'll need a roll call.
Crenshaw,
Aye.
Cackley,
Here, aye.
Dade, Tillman,
Aye.
Bryant,
Aye.
Greenwald,
Aye.
all ayes.
How many did we have? If anybody so wants to, we could take a motion to waive the second and third reading of this ordinance.
I just had a quick question on that. When's that going to go into effect, and are we going to do an educational campaign prior?
It won't go into effect till after the street is open. It will be probably towards the end of June. And yes, we'll be sending out on our Facebook page, we'll be posting that it's going to take effect at that time.
Okay, perfect.
Hearing no motion, we will move on. Item number 9, consider resolution setting public hearing on amendment to the fiscal year 2024-2025 annual budget. I need a motion to approve.
So moved. Second.
In discussion, An amendment is necessary to better reflect the revenues and expenses trending in the current fiscal year. These numbers are already reflected in the budget approved on April 28th, 2025. However, the state requires an official amendment be filed no later than May 31st, 2025. A public hearing must be held, and staff recommends May 15th, 2025 at 5:30 p.m. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 10, consider a resolution awarding a contract to Commercial Contracting Services, CCS, for wastewater treatment plant roof replacement. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
In discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 11, consider resolution awarding a contract for the hangar rehabilitation project at the Keokuk Municipal Airport. Do I have a motion? In discussion? As you're aware, the city received a GAVI grant from the IDOT in the amount of $101,000 for the hangar rehabilitation project at the Keokuk Municipal Airport. 2 bids were received at McClure Engineering for the project. 1 bid was incomplete, and the other was submitted by Jim Barton Construction of Mount Pleasant, Iowa, in the amount of $83,500. The city will be responsible for $17,500. We are seeking city council approval to allow the mayor to sign the contract between Jim Barton Construction and the city of Keokuk. Staff recommends approval. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item number 12, consider a resolution authorizing the mayor to sign a development agreement in reference to 120 North 9th Street between the city of Keokuk and Robert William Properties, LLC, in conformance with Home Rehabilitation Block Grant Program. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Discussion. The city council approved the sale of 120 North 9th and obligated $50,000 from the Home Rehabilitation Grant Pilot Program to Robert William Properties, LLC, for the repair rehabilitation to bring the property to minimum standards and provide rental space to low to moderate qualified families. The attached resolution is authorizing the mayor to sign a development agreement in conformance with grant requirements. Staff recommends approval.
Did everybody see the development agreement in front of them? Pam printed it out. We forgot to include it in the council packet, and she caught it today, printed it out, and put it out there for everybody to see.
So this development agreement mainly is just a typical state of Iowa, but it does make sure that the recipient, Williams Properties, will be in compliance with the grant agreement for 15 years.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 13, consider a resolution correcting resolution number 141-2024, request to Lee County Supervisors to assign tax sale certificates to the city of Keokuk. A motion to approve. And discussion. The Keokuk City Council approved Resolution 141-2024 on November 21st, 2024. There were 2 errors on the resolution. Parcel number for 1016 Blondo and tax sale certificate number were incorrect. These have been corrected on the current resolution, and staff recommends approval. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item 14, consider a resolution granting 1-year extension to develop property 604 Grand Avenue, City of Keokuk. Do I have a motion to approve?
I'll move.
And discussion. The City Council approved the sale of 604 Grand Avenue to Peggy Jahani and Marcus Allen, Roseville, California, October 5th, 2023. The sale was based on a proposal that the purchasers would construct a house on the lot within 2 years. Ms. Jahani has contacted me, Pam Broomhall, a couple of times since purchasing, inquiring different housing styles. I received the attached email requesting an extension on construction or allowing them to keep the property permanently with no conditions. If the council were to consider an extension, I would recommend 1 year. Any other discussion?
For the most part, I believe when Ms. Jahani, they first took over the property, there was some confusion on the mowing. I believe she was paying someone to mow and it wasn't getting taken care of. But we haven't had any issues since that date. She just states in her email that her contractor, which I believe is from Hamilton, he's not quite ready. He's got other projects and she's just needing some extra time.
If we do the 1-year extension and then nothing happens, what would be the options after that?
I would go ahead and have them sign another contract that it would come back to the city.
Okay, that's what I would like to do then.
All right, so the motion is to grant the 1-year extension. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes. Item number 15, council liaison reports. Item 16, staff reports.
I have several things that just for FYI for the council. I'm going to be setting a public hearing, finally got the subdivision ordinance taken care of. That was a long time coming. Now we're working on the zoning ordinance. We had a couple come in for a special use permit for 1028, Exchange. That was the former Calvary Baptist Church. They're wanting to live in the house part of it and do a home occupation as far as a hair salon and a part-time massage therapist. They also have requested getting a wedding event center. We don't have anything in our municipal code. The City Planning Commission reviewed the attached language here. I can send that to you prior. They'll have to have a it'll come to the council. They did vote in favor to sending it to the council. I'll have to set a public hearing for that. So that'll be here in a couple weeks. And that's just considered an adaptive reuse of a special use building, such as churches, schools within a residential district. And that's all I have.
Just a quick update on our 2 most recent hires, Trent Rockelman and Orlando Paredes. They'll be starting the academy. Can you hear me?
Louder.
Just a quick update on our 2 most recent hires, Trent Rockelman and Orlando Paredes. They will be starting the academy this Monday with a scheduled graduation of August 22nd. Both of them have completed a portion of the FTO process so far, and they've been doing well.
We've received a couple calls at City Hall about the stoplight at Farm and Home intersection. We have ordered parts for that and we're just waiting for them to get in, and then that will be fixed and back on as soon as we get those parts.
As part of our first flush study for the EPA, we're in the process of installing flow meters and samplers. The one at Rand Park, the little enclosure there is pretty much done. Today we worked on the one on 6th Street between Blondo and Main. That's pretty much done as well, and we have 2 others to go. But it's in the process. We're going to be able to start collecting data on that.
Item 17, do we have any new business? Hearing none. Item 18, I'll take a motion to adjourn tonight's meeting. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting is adjourned. No workshop, so we are done today, everybody.
You're gonna have to fire me. I'm a slacker. I was way behind. No problem, yeah. Yeah, I think there was, I mean, obviously.